Hello people of the internet, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, happy Thursday to you all. It is good to be back, and we keep the ball rolling with the rest of the ZB1 release, the rest of the album, the Cinema Paradise EP, the fourth mini album for ZEROBASEONE, and really coming after You Got Me at Hello, which really was not that long ago. I had to go back through the archives. It's only like 3 months ago, which is a crazy turnaround. Like, with like pop, or what was that song? I've already forgotten what the title of that song was. Feel the Pop was the title track off of that era. You know, they kind of rang in the summer release season, so to speak. And now we have yet another release during the summer season, which is crazy to think about. But you know what? I rate the work ethic. Hopefully they don't tire themselves out too much through this though. Hopefully they get a nice deserved rest after this era comes to a close. But we of course have the rest of the B-sides to get around to, and it looks like it's actually quite a good length album, all things considered. There is the remake, or the Korean version of YURA, their latest Japanese title track. Considering I haven't actually listened to the original version of it, we'll throw it in at the end here, kind of kill two birds with one stone. But we have 6 new B-sides to get into, so let's do just that. Here we go! Alrighty. I have album credits pulled up on the side. So let's get started with the album listed properly. Track number 1 is the title track, Good So Bad. We're not going to listen to it here because we spent quite a good amount of time on it. Let's just say it's a brilliant title track, and it's my favorite ZB1 title that they've done so far. Just good. We're seeing progression through their sound. But track number 1, Good So Bad, lyrics by Kenzie, composition Kenzie, Andrew Choi, Nozcat, and J-Song with Nozcat on arrangement. So it's a Kenzie title track. I see. Which takes us now to the first of the new B-sides. Let me go full screen on it one time. We have color-coded lyric videos from Zati Farhani, the ever-reliable Zati Farhani. If there are inaccuracies, I can only apologize on behalf of the creator, but we have visuals to go along with it. So, track number 2, Kill the Romeo, lyrics by Soyoung Jun, Lee Soo-ran, Forkid Chol of 153 Jumbas, Moon Ji-young of Lala Studio, Ellie Soo of 153 Jumbas, with Im Soo-ho, Nasim, Dr. Han, William Segerdal on composition, Im Soo-ho, Nasim, and Dr. Han on arrangement. Oh, Hanbin's got actually quite a nice treble-loaded voice. Sounds very similar to my boy Hao a little bit. Oh, the slide Hao! Wow. Oh my goodness, the vibes are immaculate. Oh, this is a very almost charismatic song. I'm feeling it. Okay, Gunwook. God, that slide up into the low vocal to start the chorus is crazy. Oh, maybe Hanbin doesn't have a super treble-loaded voice. Yeah, I cannot pinpoint Hanbin at all. It's so difficult, so difficult. I love how crunchy and rubbery it's gotten here. Na 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 na. Oh, there's so much sauce on this one. Oh my goodness. This is a confident tune to start off the album listen. Yes, it is. Like, Good So Bad was, it's a slower song, but it's very nice. Kill the Romeo. Now we've got we've got high octane gasoline fueling the engine going on. Woo! The energy's terrific. I love a well-executed club banger. This is a very well-executed club banger. It's actually got quite a good amount of up and down moments, especially when you have the big breakdowns and the digital filtered vocals going on in there as well. But it's just so satisfying to the ears, and it's really almost infectious how well the energy is written in on this song. But yeah, it's like the tune is great. It really gets you up and moving. The vocals are terrific. They're having a lot of fun on it. And then you get the slides. The slides. Like, I think it's right around here, is it? Nope. I will find it. That slide is so nice on the ears. Oh my goodness. Because it just, you listen to it and it just like slowly creeps up, and by the time you reach the top, it's like, we're here. Oh my goodness. Right, next up, track number 3, The Sea, ZB1 remake. I am not familiar with the original, so we're in for a brand new song for me. Lyrics by Jang Yong-jin, composition Jang Yong-jin, which I'm assuming is the original. And then arrangement El Capitan, Revan, and Vendors Louis. No, it's from a group called Up. This song's my age. Cool. Long build. Yes, it is a cheesy summery tune. I'm here for it. It's got that kind of like musical number vibe to it, and it's kind of like from, I don't know, Grease. ZEROBASEONE have been around for a little while now, but they're still a very young group, so getting them a cutesy song like this, perfectly on brand. Everyone join in. Short and sweet, very cute, very fun. I did like. Apparently, the song is by a group called Up from their second album, Second Birth, released April 18th of 1997. Jung is the oldest member in the group. How old is Jung? You were born December 98, so this song is older than anybody here, myself included, because I was born in October in 97, but it's really cute. It's really cute. But the thing is, it's cute, but it's fun. And kind of like with Killed Romeo, it's got an infectious energy to it. This one is very clearly meant to be like a cutesy, summery, fun song. And that hasn't been lost. It's really, really good. And going with that kind of musical number vibe, it's very similar in terms of the sensation I get listening to from Idol's Klaxon. Is they both kind of had that musical number vibe to it. Same pacing, that boom, doo-doo, 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 like that kind of vibe, right? I think The Sea has very similar vibes to it. And I'm not going to complain. I love a cheeky little musical number over time, and they sound terrific on it. Like, male idol groups, early on in their careers, oftentimes will not shy away from a cutesy song. Like, I'm thinking of the rookies from last year, ZB1 included. We had groups like Waker and The Wind. If you want to throw an NCT Wish in there as well, back when they were still NCT New Team. Like, boy groups doing a cute concept is nothing new. But it's retaining that cute sound later on in the discography. 4 albums in, you will slowly start to phase away the cutesiness of it, but I'm glad that they threw in something like this. I do want to know what the backstory behind this, though, is, because you're not just going to randomly put in a remake for the sake of putting in a remake. Like, there has to be some kind of connection or some kind of reason why this remake is in here. And information I don't have, so if you have any more backgrounds on this song specifically, do let me know. That was a very enjoyable listening experience. Track number 4, titled Insomnia. Also, shout out my fellow Insomnias in this group, Mr. Hao and Mr. Hambin. It feels great to have fellow Insomnias in a group, man. Like, I love just how unashamedly Zhang Hao is a fan of just K-pop in general. It's very refreshing. But anyways, that's besides the point. Track number 4, Insomnia, lyrics by Yi Sudan, J14, Yu Ga-young, Pumpkin, and Yeon Bora of Artifact. Ina Yoon, Kim Sang-baek, Young So-yeon of JM Factory, Zaya, Jung Han-na, Alphabet Spoon, and Mia from 153 Jumbus, Yi Jin, Hyung-gun of PNP, and Imjeon and Igurin of La La Studio. My goodness, that is an extensive lyrics team. Composition, Louis Yankel, Jordan Shaw, Connor Blake, 153 Jumbus, and Shift Key on arrangement. That genuinely might be the longest lyrics list I've ever seen. We've got some pace. Yeah, that song cooks speed-wise. It's really quick. Oh, go major one time. Hello, how? This song is gas. It's so fast. Even the rap verse has gas behind it. That's crazy. They've also managed to find a really almost creamy vocal for everyone, which is really neat the way they've mixed this together. Breakdown for the bridge. And then no hesitation on the re-entry. The vocal chops in the background added in is really cool. Nice touch. Wow. I feel like I just ran a marathon after that. That is a quick song. That one has some legs behind it. It's quite interesting that the song is this fast, because the vocal line isn't really fast at all. I mean, the rap flow will naturally be quick just because it's entirely rhythmic, but whenever you get like a melodic top line, it really is not a quick song. The beat does everything, and weirdly, this is the type of song that'll make me sweat listening to just because it's so fast. But it's fast in a way that's really palatable. It's like, if you feel, it's kind of like the, you know, the white and gold or black and blue dress, whatever it was, that went viral on social media and back when in the days of like iFunny and stuff. That must have been like 10 years ago, 11 years ago, however long ago that was. It's like, it depends on, it changes depending on what you focus on, or like Yanni and Laurel, that thing where depending on what you're thinking of is what you will listen to. I think Insomnia, I mean, I'll have to listen to it again to really figure that out if this hypothesis is anything remotely correct, but I have a feeling that if I paid attention to this song on vocals alone, this wouldn't feel as fast as it does paying attention to the instrumental section. That's really cool to me, because most of the time, whenever I listen to a song, the instrumental and the vocals are harmonious with each other. Like, they will bounce off each other. One will, you know, dictate the other. I don't think Insomnia is that case. Not to say that the song is disconnected in any way, but I think if I were to pay attention to just the vocals on Insomnia, this song would not feel as fast as it does. Wow, that's really interesting. I'm gonna have to test that later. Keep her moving though. Track at number 5, Road Movie. Lyrics by Han Seung-eun of 153 Jumbus, Moon Ji-young of La La Studio, Hwa Im-hyun of PNP, Kim Hyu-ri of MUMW, Kim An-na of PNP, and Lil Jun of 153 Jumbus. Composition, Ninos Hana, Niklas Yarelius Person, Adam Ben Yahia, William Segerdal, 153 Jumbus, then Niklas Yarelius Person, and Adam Ben Yahia on arrangement. Some familiar names in there. Where are we going with this? Hold on. That is not where I thought we were going to go after that. And now we're slowly evolving into a more melodic song, and never mind. My goodness. What a song! What is happening? You get this like really kind of hard hitting slow beat, and then all of a sudden it goes super pretty. Hip hop is not my strong suit, so I don't really understand it. But then, what in manner of all things is happening right now. So we've got gang vocal kind of rap with the strings. What? Oh, what a... Oh my goodness. This has all of the emotional roller coasters that a movie would have, very well appropriately titled. Wow, I'm so flabbergasted by that, because that is not what I expected this song to be. I thought we were going to get this really pretty ballady type song that's just super fun to listen to. And then we got something that's straight out of the hip-hop catalog, you know. We are well and truly into that hip-hop genre which I am not very well versed in at all, really. I don't understand it, I don't know the nuances behind it, I just know, like, the rhythm bits. So that's the only thing I can equate it to, growing up kind of around classical music for the most part. Like my boy Hal, I was a violinist growing up, not to his level, but you know what I mean? I relate to him in that I played violin growing up, so my brain kind of works in the classical way. So getting thrown into the deep end of hip-hop is just like, what is happening? But then the pre-chorus comes around, and we revert back into what might be the prettiest bit of a boy group song from K-pop this year. Like, I felt the warmth that I haven't felt from a ZB1 track since Howl's Wanna Know. That OST he did for Transit Love 3. That is a very warm, inviting song. This pre-chorus, like, man, I don't like jumping back through sections of songs on album listens because it takes up time, but going from like, how did we get here? How did we get here? Like, the mid-song genre switch is a thing that is still evident in K-pop. It's still around. It was very popular around the 2020-2021 mark, and some groups took on that. You know, NMIXX have kind of made a name for themselves by doing songs with mid-song genre switches. The fact that Road Movie takes two very different genres and just kind of flip-flops between the two without any foreshadowing or any warning beforehand is crazy bold to do. But the style they switch to is like, I have a section on year-end awards that I did last year, and I'm planning on doing this year as well. Favorite moments in a K-pop song? Whatever crack is laced in this pre-chorus, I want more of it. And then we switch into this, like... My brain is melting from this song. Oh, this is too big brain for me right now. Oh my goodness. We keep her moving though. Track number 6, the final new song on this album, titled Eternity. Lyrics by Friday of Galactica. Composition, Kim Pak-chela and Galactica, which is essentially just the Galactica music team, with Galactica on arrangement. What? Have Galactica worked with ZB1 before? No, they haven't. Galactica, oh my god, legendary name. I have not heard Galactica in a hot minute. Oh, the little pretty finish, okay. Love a hopeful finish. Teddy's high voice is so impressive to me. Cool switch. Love a gang vocal chorus. Speaking of low vocals, my goodness. This very brief synthy part makes it sparkle a little bit extra. It's really wonderful. Also a song that has the warmth very similar to Howl's Wanna Know. Acoustic guitar and strings for the second post-chorus? Hell yes. Oh, it's the end. Oh. Okay, we'll call it the outro then. Wonderful. Wonderful way to finish the album. Well, apart from the remake. Wonderful way to finish the album. It's... The thing about finishing an album is, it's not the easiest thing in the world to properly finish an album. And the kind of main two ways of doing it is you have your sappy emotional ballad to finish, or you have the big party banger to finish. You either end gently back down on the ground, or you end with a final encore party. Or you can have what some groups do and put the fan song right at the end. Kind of as like a little thank you present from the artist to the fans listening. Eternity takes the energy of a party, or like the brightness of a party banger, with the emotionalness of the sappy ballad, and it meets right in the middle. It's got a warmth to it, it's bright, it's honest, it's emotionally very gentle, and I think it's a terrific third way of completing an album. And it's really good. They sound so good on it. And ZEROBASEONE has such a wide variety of vocal colors, and yet there's never a moment when I think, I wish there was a different vocalist here, because they sound so good paired with so... There's like, I don't know what the mathematical formula is for figuring out... Oh, it's... What? 9-member group, so 8 plus 7 plus 6 plus 5 plus 4 plus 3 plus 2 plus 1? Right? Is that it's 8 factorial, whatever that math equation is? It's been a hot minute since I've done a proper maths course, but... You know, there's a limited number of 2 vocal combinations that you can have out of the 9-member lineup of ZEROBASEONE. But it doesn't really matter, because they all sound terrific paired with whoever they're paired with. And I think Eternity is kind of a show of that, especially when you have someone like, say, I'm going to pick Gungwook for example. We had him on a more rap-oriented beat, verse 1. We get him on a more melodic element, verse 2. Paired with whoever it can be in front and behind him in the song, it doesn't really matter who's there and who appears kind of whenever, because they all fit. That's a really impressive skill to have, and I hope it's something that the music team behind ZEROBASEONE push. I think one of the charms about ZEROBASEONE, and also one of the reasons why I'm struggling so hard to pinpoint Hanbin, is that it's almost unpredictable when you're going to find a member. Sometimes with a pop group, if you've listened to them for long enough, you know when a member is going to appear in a song. If they've been around for long enough, you could kind of start to guess, or start to lay out a rough idea of when a member is going to appear. So like a rapper is going to appear in the second verse and the rap verse. You can't really do that with ZEROBASEONE, and that's a skill, and that is a plus to them as a group, and I hope that they retain that, because that, for me, that is one of the key points of ZB1 and their music, is that unpredictability in who's going to appear when the vocals. And to get a legendary music team like Galactica, I'm gonna riff off some songs that they've done in the past. Monsta X is beautiful, Twice is Heartshaker, Itzy's Tala Tala, Wannabe, Loco, Lightsom's Alive, Twice is Set Me Free. Like, there are some big names on that list. And now, ZEROBASEONE's Eternity. Very cool. And now, this takes us to the final song on the album. This one shouldn't be new, but it is new to me because I haven't checked out the Japanese version of it. This is Yura Yura, the Korean version of Yura Yura. Lyrics by Hiyoshi Nara, Ellie Love, Hanmina Tsingtao, Ryo Ito, some feature PNP, and Cha Yi-rim of 153 Jumbus. Composition, Yiwoo Min, Collapsedone, Justin Reinstein. Melanga of In the House with Yiwoo Min and Collapsedone on arrangement. I think this dropped like 2 months ago or something like that. I believe this was their Japanese debut as well, so if I like how this sounds, I'll put it on the Japanese title tracks list as well. Oh, it sounds like we got gas coming in. There's the gas. Really cool song that it plays kind of back and forth with the speed sensation. That's a terrific sensation of speed. Yura baby, baby, yura yura baby, baby. Had a really good melody on top of it too. cool octave stacking here. And then let the instruments step away or ramp up the beat. I can understand this being a title track though. This feels very ZB1, like sonically. Weirdly though, this doesn't scream J-pop to me, which is really cool. It's like they brought that ZB1 sound to Japan rather than forming ZB1 to sound Japanese. I appreciate that. So it's not just on Gunwook, it's on everyone having the double stack vocals on the post-chorus. Neato! Nice! I'm not mad at that. And knowing that this song was probably written with Japanese in mind first, the flow of the vocals in Korean is probably going to be different. I'm guessing it's going to sound more natural in the Japanese version, but considering nothing really screamed like it was out of place in the Korean version, that's pretty good. Sometimes when you convert a song written in one language to another one, the flow doesn't directly translate over. I feel like YURA did a pretty good job of that. Nice. Nice. But yeah, this is a smart song. This is a really smartly written song. It's a type of song that is really rather quick when it needs to, but it never lets the song run out of control. You know, like Unstoppable type where it kind of just starts to go and you can't hold on to it anymore. You don't really ever get that feeling with YURA. Like, once it does feel like it's really starting to push the speed, it knows when to pull it back, when to slow it down, or when to, ease off the throttle a little bit. And I think that's really controlling. Like, not controlling. The control they have over that beat, I think, is super important for a song like this. Because had the song just been, go, go, go from the beginning and just kept on going, it wouldn't have been as good of a song. It's the controlled feeling of it where, it lets you kind of take in the verses, but then it lets you have some fun with the chorus. By playing around and controlling the speed at which the song goes forward like that, it keeps the listener engaged, but also keeps the keeps the song from becoming too stale for the listener too quickly. So, highly approve of that one. Man, that's a good album. That's a really good album. Just across the board, this is a really good era for ZEROBASEONE. Might be my favorite era in general. Just this entire album is really well put together. Track of the album? The title track is so good, but honestly, I don't think I can pick a B-side of the album off of this list. Because every single song brings something to the table, and it really is a whole journey. Road Movie is just Road Movie is crazy. But it's also extremely memorable because of it. And weirdly, on the girl group side of things, we've had a couple of B-sides earlier on in the year especially that stylistically shouldn't have been songs that I flocked towards just because they were like really beat heavy, but it really clicked with me. I want to say Road Movie falls into that category, but I like Road Movie not for the shock factor of the beat, but the shock factor of the fact that the genre switch is so drastic. Like, that may be the most extreme mid-song genre switch that I've come across in K-pop, probably since MX's OO. And MX's OO, in comparison to Road Movie, doesn't even hold a candle to it. Like, that change in Road Movie might be the most insane genre switch I've come across doing the whole K-pop YouTube thing. That's impressive. But yeah, this entire album has been a blast, and I'm really liking what ZB1 are doing with their music. I like the direction that they're going. I like the evolution of their sound. I like what they're putting together. I'm having fun with their music. I'm finally getting the members down a little bit more, and like, the members themselves all have a charm that, for someone who didn't watch Boys Planet, I'm really enjoying. So I'm very much excited to see what ZB1 do moving forward. I hope they get a break though, because 2 releases within a 4-month window is a lot. And the 2 back-to-back minis as well. That's a lot of music. So hopefully they get a well-deserved rest, in preparation for awards season coming up in about 3 months' time. I guess 3-4 months' time. And hopefully they come back and raise the bar even more. I'm very much looking forward to seeing what they have coming up next. But that is going to be it from me today. Thank you all for listening along with me. Hopefully you enjoyed it as much as I did. One last request from me today. Let us work together as a community to bring a little bit of extra happiness back into the world. Whether it be checking with your friends and family, holding the door open for somebody, or even picking up a piece of trash off the street. Just one small act of kindness that may brighten up someone else's day to day. And know that wherever you are in the world, should you ever be going through a tough time in your life, for whatever reason it may be, even though I'm just some guy on the internet who waffles about music in his free time, know that I will always be a friend, ally, and a shoulder to lean on whenever you need me. So take care of yourselves, take care of each other, spread the love, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.